Hey y'all, Clemmer here, and today I'm going to be talking about the possibility of a new update that expands on something that we've already seen in Deepwoken. This update is, you probably heard me say it before if you're in the Yagamatsu podcast, but the Driftlands update. An update where you're able to go with a brand new group that explore the Driftlands. They have modified boats, and you go to the Driftlands, and you can get rep with them, special rewards from them. Not only that, but you can go out to some Driftlands, and these Driftlands can also rotate every weekly update. There can be different types of Driftlands. There can be like boss Driftlands, just loot Driftlands, mining. You get the idea. And there's probably gonna be a few permanent ones too. Ones like maybe there's a new boss inside the Driftlands. Maybe it's like a cracked up version of Ferryman. Like maybe it's another Krillian. But I mean, like, hey, like, I don't know. I'm just here to propose the actual idea of it. So yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, the Driftlands update would have a brand new faction. These are the guys. These are Pathfinders. These are the guys that, you know, they already said they explore Driftlands. So, and why not connect them with Oathless? And so I was thinking, if you have Oathless with them, and you're with them and you get enough rep, you might be able to evolve your Oathless, make it better, you know. Now this would also play into multiple things. Number one, a new instance server where you're on a modified Ironclad with these new people, and what you do is you go and have to fight off some mobs. Maybe like one time throughout your journey, you have to go and fight off mobs. And like maybe a lionfish attacks your boat. Actually, no, yeah, like a lionfish attacks your boat, immobilizes it for a second, and all of a sudden Sherkos climb up, and you have to fight off the Sherkos, like alpha Sherkos and shit. I think that'd be a really cool idea, just to be able to like, because you're in the Void Sea, right? It would be really cool if you could be attacked by like the creatures of the deep, because Void Sea and the deep, they're not that far ahead. But this is also playing another thing, a Kaido rework. You go out with the Pathfinders and you tell them, yo, I want to go fight Kaido, and they're like, okay. And then you go out searching for Kaido, and then after you search for him, after you search for Kaido, what you do is he comes up and he smashes your boat, immobilizing it. It's like a modified Ironclad, so it barely even gets damaged, but it immobilizes it. Its only real weakness is the fact that if with enough hits, it can immobilize the engine, but the engine can repair itself, and there's also some technicians on there too. Most of the external stuff on the boat would be really well repaired. It's just that for game reasons, it would have to immobilize itself. And then Kaido comes up, and the thing that I feel like a lot of people don't like about Kaido is the fact that it's a boss you have to fight on the water. And if you've ever been in a water gank or a water fight while you're ganking, it honestly just sucks to fight in the water. Like it's so annoying, especially when they have fishmen and stuff. But I'm getting sidetracked. So I was thinking maybe you fight them on this new boat, and you have two people on either side of the boat with harpoon guns, and you have to distract Kaido. You have to distract Kaido, and if one of these harpoon guns gets hit, then it takes twice as long. Or actually, wait, no, I'll rewind that. And you have to fight him off, and then after a certain amount of time, after you parry his attacks, the two harpoons will lodge right into his head and harpoon him down onto the boat, where then you get to have a damage phase, right? And then afterwards, Kaido rips himself back up, and over time, these damage phases will get longer and longer and longer until eventually you kill Kaido, right? Now this would take a bit less time than the current Kaido, because Kaido gives you like what? He gives you one item and a murmur. That's it. He doesn't actually give you anything. But this would give you really good depth. This would give you really good rep with the guys. And there's two outcomes for this. Either three outcomes. Either you win against Kaido. If you and any other player die while you're fighting Kaido, you get sent to the depths. And obviously you get sent to the depths. You're in the Void Sea, right? But if you die to Kaido, you get sent to the depths. if both of your harpoons are destroyed by Kaido, because you need to distract him, right? So if you're fighting Kaido and you're like, okay, I need to go heal, and you hide from him, then he'll just attack the harpoon guns, right? He's a dread serpent. He's gonna go after the nearest breathing living thing, and if that happens, then you basically just have to fight Kaido, like, but you don't even have a damage phase. Like, if both of them are gone, I was thinking either there's no damage phase and you simply just have to fight against them until maybe you can get the boat up and running and just take a book for it and just escape Kaido and maybe like land at Driftlands. But maybe he just kills you, or maybe I'm thinking you have to man the harpoons yourself in between his attacks, because he's going to have the same attacks, the same swipe attacks, beam attacks, ice attacks, you name it. They're going to be there. He's also going to be able to call upon ghosts, like the ghosts on the ship. He's going to be able to call upon Soundheart ghosts. So he roars, a glint comes up, and then two ghosts from side to side do an ankle slice at you, and you gotta pair them or jump up or dodge them. Then maybe he can do like, maybe he can bring his little fucking T-Rex tiny ass arm up, and then you get put into Manikati, and maybe some other moves that you just don't know because we can only really see Soundheart, and you only get a bit of the Dreadstar, right? But he's the Dread Serpent, he's connected to the Dreadstar, and I feel like him being able to use those ghosts to an advantage, the people who die all the fucking time in the Void Sea, I think that'd be very cool. I think that'd be a very cool idea, indeed. Now, you may be asking, well, what about the Driftlands themselves? What's going to be in them? Well, I was thinking maybe there could be quest lines with the Pathfinders themselves, right? The Pathfinders are going to be this new group, Explore the Void Sea, right? And since there's a lot of expeditions going out, you're going to find other Pathfinders, and maybe you can come across other Pathfinders. Maybe you can find a cave in, like, it's a seemingly small island, because you're gonna go like onto like medium-sized islands, like maybe a bit smaller than like Summer Isle. And after you go to that island, it's really small. It's like super tiny. Like if you've ever been to the side of Summer Island, you see like little islands across from them. It's like that size, but then you go and then you find this giant cave, and there's this winding cave system with like new versions of monsters, and they're like bioluminescent mud skippers, maybe there's miners like the mine skippers, right? And there's like ore you can find in there, and then maybe like a new mini boss, like I'm thinking maybe like a big golem. He's empowered with the song, and he's a large golem, and he gives you some good loot after you kill him. That's about the update. The way I think that you'd find them is you get Oathless, and then talk to the guy in the way you'd like find them, and maybe you can get an origin with them too, and you basically go to the guy that's in the place in Upper Arisia with like where you get Blind Seer and the aerial assault thing, and you talk to him and you do a few quests for him. Then he gives you a Pathfinder compass, which always points towards the nearest Pathfinder camp or the nearest Pathfinder thing. Because if you think about it, the Void Sea, you can go insane and lose your sense of direction. So having a compass that always points you towards the direction of safety is a must-have. So he gives you one of those, and you go there, and he's like, hey, what's up? And then you talk to the guy, and then you get the new origin, the Pathfinder origin, the Pathfinder Oath. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a little idea of mine. I hope you guys like it, because a lot of people sure didn't like the idea. The people in fucking Agamatsu podcast were all like, well, actually, this is an L ramble, guys. This is an L ramble. Like, get this kid off the stage. But that's basically the entire thing. If you guys have any feedback, please do put it down in the comments. It takes like 5 seconds out of your day. You have nothing better to do. You're a Deepwoken player. you're sitting at your desk right now and doing nothing. So if you have any feedback, instead of just saying, "Wow, this kid's a fucking retard," and instead of doing that, maybe comment it down. Maybe comment it. But hey, I'm not one to judge. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys liked it, then subscribe and hit that smash that like button and stuff. And yeah, all right, see you.